welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Splinter Cell Blacklist, and today, as I promised, I'm going to go through and give you a guide on updating your character and everything that's involved regarding your character, your play style, how to get better guns, all that kind of stuff. So hope you're going to enjoy this video. So Splinter Cell Blacklist was released in 2013. Yeah, it's a 7-year-old game, but I can tell you, having played it recently, it is a very, very, very good game. It still stacks up with no issue whatsoever in 2020, and I'm having an absolute ball playing it. And one of the things that I wasn't aware of straight out the gate was just how much customization there is in this game. It's not completely obvious straight away, so I'm going to go through and explain a few things that you might find useful, and it might even get you excited enough to play the game. Ubisoft have done a great job on this game. I absolutely love this game. It has been an absolute pleasure playing it, and yeah, let's get into it. So there are 3 different play styles that you can adopt, and you will see at the end of every mission you get a results board which highlights the different play styles that you can adopt. Now, it's very important that you pay attention to this straight at the gate, because this should influence your build, your character build, depending on what playstyle that you want to adopt. Now, you can do a mix match of each of these, or you can actually just pick one playstyle and be done with it. It's completely up to you. For me, I tend to, depends on the level and what's in front of me, I'll tend to do certain things and use certain abilities in certain situations, but up to you how you want to play the game. So let's explain that a little bit further. So you can see there are 3 things that you are being measured on, if you like: your ghost abilities, your panther abilities, and your assault abilities. So what does that mean? Well, ghost abilities basically is a total 100% stealth character. You go completely stealth through the whole game, and that is a ghost character. Assault is complete opposite to ghost. If you want to go loud and proud and go running around the map killing everything in sight, you would go for the assault playstyle. Panther in the middle there, and that's pretty much how I play most of the game, is a combination of ghost and assault. So you're mixing and matching both the other styles into Panther. So very, very important that you understand those 3 class options, because it will determine what we're about to talk about next. Let's hop over to the Ops Center. You can see we're in the Ops Center with Grim and Charlie and Griggs and all those good people. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into customized gear, and I'll explain a little bit about how the different classes fit into your upgrading. So let's go through and talk about upgrades first. So you have a whole heap of gadgets that you can obviously buy. There's a whole heap of stuff there. Goggles, basically, as you go through the game, you get more money, you can upgrade your goggles. The ops suit, and this is where this fits in with the playstyle. So you'll see with the ops suit, you have 2 different options here. So you have stealth option and you have a combat option. So if you want to play as a 100% ghost character, max out the stealth options. Because what this does is every time that you switch it on, as you'll see here, it increases your ability on stealth. If you want to go with the armor, with the assault category, then obviously you do the combat, which adds armor to your setup. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't even know that was a thing. So you can either have additional armor or you can have additional stealth. Now you can mix and match these, and how you do that is, obviously I'm in the torso now, but you could pick, if you wanted to go for Panther, you could pick some stealth in the torso, and then you go to the gloves, to the pants, and you could go to combat and add armor, and you can mix and match your character to have a balance of armor and stealth, or you can do what I've done and you go completely stealth with your boots, your pants and your torso, and you work on more of a ghost character. So these things here you can mix and match, and it will give you the character you want. Now the gloves are a little bit different. The gloves actually work towards weapon handling. You can see there, it adds a little bit to your weapon handling, so it allows your weapons to balance out a little bit more and handle a little bit more. And you can see you start here and you progressively get better with your weapon handling. Now I'd advise that you do this because it helps a lot with the weapons handling and the ability to kill enemies and get them down quickly. The Raven suit I think I got from Ubisoft Uplay, and I will talk about Ubisoft Uplay in a wee bit so you can see what that's all about. If you're not a member yet, if you do play Ubisoft games, I'd highly recommend that you become a Uplay member. So you can access the Ubisoft Club in a number of ways. You can see here it is on my Xbox. I think PlayStation probably also has an app for the club, but you can also there's an app for Android, iPad, that kind of stuff, or you can just access it via a net browser. So highly recommend becoming a member. It doesn't cost anything, but the rewards that you get are fantastic. So let's see if we can find Splinter Cell first. So you can see here is I've just recently started playing Assassin's Creed 3, the remastered, and you can see there's a balance of what I've earned this month, the last couple of months. You can see up in the top right hand corner I've got 330 U points or whatever they call them, and I can actually buy various rewards for particular games in the app. So hopping over to the iPad app, as you can see it's a little bit different, and as you can see I do play Ubisoft games quite a bit. These are all the games that I've got, and right at the bottom here is Blacklist, Splinter Cell. So I can actually tap in and have a look at all the challenges that I've got. I can tap in and have a look at some of the rewards, and obviously there's the Raven suit there. There's only 3 here, which I've bought all of them. But with some games you get a ton of Assassin's Creed, for instance. Just started playing 3. There was a ton, you would have seen there was a ton of rewards there, and it basically is just rewards that you earn in game when you're playing, and some additional stuff that you can add to your character, some unique stuff, blueprints for Ghost Recon, all kinds of stuff there that's you can get for free. One of the other things, if you are a YouTuber, you get the fan kit, download it to your computer, and Ubisoft are great at giving you all this promotional imagery that you can use for your thumbnail. So it's a really good thing to do, and I highly recommend that you give it a look if you're a Ubisoft player. Okay, so back to the Op Center, and let's continue on with the tutorial. You can vary up the light if you like. You can have a different coloured light. I tend not to. And again, Ghost Blue I got from the Ubisoft Uplay site. I just stay with classic green. I just think it's, given the series, it's more unique. So that's how you kind of build your character along with your class that you choose, or the way that you choose to play the game. Now, how do you unlock all these? Well, basically you have to grab money. Now, the best way of grabbing money, we'll just hop out of this for a second. The best way of grabbing money is doing these side missions that we've showed you in the past. These blue missions. Now, you'll see I've already done a number of these missions. Some are co-op only, some are solo and co-op, whatever. But I've done a number of these missions. Now, if you click into these missions, you will see, and click the LBRB tab, it will show you that you can actually replay these missions in different ways, and keep earning points, which I think is pretty cool. You can see there I've played that one where I've highest difficulty completed. I've obviously mastered Panther in that particular playthrough, so the challenge that they give you is, well, can you master that particular mission on Ghost, and can you master it on Assault? Find everything I need to find, and that's important that you do find everything in the map, the dead drop, the blacklist, and the high value target, because that will give you extra cash. So I think it's pretty cool that they allow you to play these missions more than once, and you can continue to generate money. Of course, you can also continue to generate money by just playing the game normally, but if you want to update your character and update your character quickly, those little side missions that you get from the various people within the Ops Center, I'd highly recommend you do. So, one of the other things that you can do is you can go and talk to Anna here, and she'll give a wee bit of a dialect and blah blah blah. We'll skip that, and you'll get to this. So you can actually upgrade your character's abilities out in the open world and in the game. So you can see there's a number of possibilities here, and again, it all takes money. So doing side missions is absolutely necessary if you want to get this to upgrade. You can see with the cockpit, we've updated the radar. Charlie's Workshop, you can unlock prototype pistols and all kinds of stuff. I'll show you that in a second. You can reveal things like dead drops and ammunition and stuff. That's really useful. This one from Command and Control. Better and faster health regeneration in infirmary. Cruise quarters, unlock a custom loadout slots, and I'll show you that in a second. Unlock black market weapons, holding cell, and yeah, you have the ability to customize your gear on the fly in the game. So certainly worth doing all those upgrades. Will help you your experience in the game. But what's more important is upgrading your character to your playstyle, and then having the firepower to back it up. So going back to customized gear, you of course, we'll go to loadout one. You can, of course, have a pistol, and you get the normal pistols, which you can continue to upgrade. Or you have these black market ones, and you saw with the plane upgrades that you can unlock these. And yeah, they have, that's more of a balanced pistol, whereas the, you can see the 5.7 USG has more of a range about it. You sacrifice a little bit of power by doing that, etc, etc. The alternative weapons, again, I thought there was only submachine guns and assault rifles. But I didn't scroll down for a while. I didn't scroll down, and you do need to scroll down because you can have sniper rifles, shotguns, and then you're down into the black market items. So a lot of guns to choose from. Personally, for me, I'll I'll look at guns that have the silencer option. See if we can find one here for me. Excuse me. See if we can find one here for you. So that one, the shotgun is silenced. There. Some will have like the G36C. Silence is available, but you have to buy it. Whereas with the Honey Badger, for instance, the silencer is actually built in. So if you want to go ghost, definitely look at the weapons that have either got a silenced weapon or have you can buy an upgrade for the silencer. Let's have a look at, I'm not quite sure why I've got that chosen. We'll look at the vector here. So you get the vector, you've bought it. What do you do now? Then you click into it and you can actually you got a whole lot of different options to upgrade here. You change the sights on it. You can add extra things on the rail. There you go. This one is you can purchase a silencer. Extended mags, I think, is an absolute must. You must have extended mags because you'll run out of bullets, especially on SMGs and fast firing SMGs real quick. Then have different types of ammo. Generally, I'll go for power, so I generally go with armor piercing. But yeah, you can go for whatever you like. And then the internals, you generally go for weight balancing, but you can pick there what you like, depending on how you like to play. That gives you more control. This one kind of gives you more accuracy. That one gives you, that kind of balances the weapon out a little bit more. So you got lots and lots. So you can, there's a recoil, improved recoil, etc. So you can buy a weapon, you upgrade the weapon to the heck. What my advice is find the weapon that works for you. We'll go back at, and I can tell you, for me, the Honey Badger is a fantastic upgrade. I've gone to the hollow sights with the Honey Badger, but this weapon is absolutely awesome. I love it to death. You can see I usually use weight balancing. I usually use armor piercing. You can see armor piercing gives you a huge buff to the power. I go for power and stealth. So I always have a silencer on, a laser. I always have a laser for accuracy, and yeah, and some kind of sight on it. So there is a special weapon there. There's only two options. You can either go for the stun gun or crossbow. I don't use that too much. The way I play, but you can also buy a sniper, and the sniper is good. But what I'd say about the sniper is it's very dependent on the situation that you're in and the mission that you're running, whether you use a sniper or not. Now, when you are choosing a loadout, make sure that you go through and you re-equip all these different. See that's all on marksman. You need to make sure that your build is all checked in the way you like to play it, because it will default as soon as you get an extra slot here. Your character will default back to the original, and you just got to make sure that all these are ticked and up to date. So there you go, guys. That is the skinny on how to upgrade your character, everything that's available in the game to allow you to have a character that's going to stack up and be competitive in the missions. I hope you've enjoyed this little game guide for Splinter Cell Blacklist. I'm loving the game, as I said. If you're loving the game, make sure you check out the episodes. A like rating's always appreciated. It really does help me and help the channel, as does your comments. I know there's a number of you that are really enjoying this series. And we'll catch you next time on Gaming for XP. See ya!